till we start. I think you're saying that.
Magic.
Hi.
Hey, it automatically tweeted from high voltage. Do it. So are we live right now? Because that tweeted. And we have no clue as to what's happening.
On the off chance we're live, hello everybody and welcome. We can't see you.
Alright.
Ooh. Alright, Justin's there.
Starting in 10, 9,
That's a long countdown.
8,
We're good.
7,
Hey, we're live on Facebook.
5,
Oh,
4, 3,
pretty good.
2,
Ah! It's our first live stream!
Hey!
Woo! High voltage in the flesh, live. I'm Chelsea. I'm actually gonna jet out of this. But this is Will and Trina.
Hey.
And they're gonna talk to you about some really cool shit. And I might come back. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. You guys take it away.
Hi, peace.
Or I can hit the microphone.
God, I couldn't wait for her to leave. Oh my God.
I know, we were going to be really silent when she left, just to make her feel as awkward as possible. But then we felt awkward, so it didn't work out. Maybe
Yeah.
next time.
Next time. We can be as awkward as we can want to be next time. So,
Yeah.
hey.
Her first live stream.
And this is going really well.
Who
right
the
off
hell are
bat.
you?
I'm Trina. I'm the music editor for High Voltage. Who the hell are you?
I'm Will Pasquin. I'm the gaming guru for High Voltage, so
Ah, gaming guru.
that happens.
That's
yes.
a thing.
It is a thing. I made it a thing. It means that I game. I don't even have time to watch most TV shows. Essentially, it makes me a social outcast because I don't know what the hell is going on because I'm too busy playing all of the video games forever
All the games.
and playing all of our tabletop games. So what keeps you being a social outcast?
Being really social makes me a social outcast because I don't go out in the daytime. I only go out at night, which is usually to shows. So that's the only time anybody sees me. So sometimes you may question whether or not I'm a vampire, but that's my thing. Music editor, music shows, concerts, interviews, artists, all things music. That's what I do. So, and
Cool.
some of you probably know that. So, and if you're watching, thanks for that. This could be awesome. This could be awful. Either way, apologies in advance.
I said that already, but yeah. But I totally get wanting to be a vampire, especially now in summer. It is pretty much disgustingly hot, so makes me want to stay in cold, dark places for the next month or two at least.
And, well, okay, so it's now August, which is one of the hottest months of the year. But during the month of July, we spent, what, 4 or 5 days down in San Diego?
It was like almost 6 days because we got there even the day before.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah,
yeah,
we went down to another
Comic-Con.
hot place. It was hot down in San Diego. So we spent some time at Comic-Con doing what we do. And we thought one of the things we do is we talk to you about that, how awesome or awful it was.
It was pretty cool. So it was my first year at Comic-Con, and you've been how many
I think
times?
this is third, fourth?
Third, fourth.
Yeah.
So not too much of a veteran, but certainly a veteran, and I'm just a big noob. So I'd been to other smaller conventions, but nothing that compared to Comic-Con itself. We got there to San Diego or the area Tuesday night, and we were there till Sunday around 8, something like that. Really long time, although they did scare me into believing it was going to be a lot scarier than it was.
Who scared you?
You scared me, Chelsea scared
yeah.
you. It was all like, we're going to leave the convention at 1 in the morning and I'm going to have to wake up at 6 in the morning to get back to the convention. So we got a little more sleep than I thought.
Somehow I think we got South by Southwest and Comic-Con confused. Because this Comic-Con was pretty mild. It was pretty doable. I mean, we kept normal hours. So none of us died as a
That's
result.
fair. I did hear that. I did hear this was a more mild Comic-Con, so maybe it was a decent starting out point for me. But yeah, we brought a bunch of it's at our feet so you can't see it at the moment, all of our swag that we got, and pretty much all of it was free. You get this stuff just walking around either in the convention or in the surrounding streets. There's like a 2+ mile radius where you can just walk around and collect free shit. So let's check some of it out. The first
Speaking
thing
of
we
free
did,
shit.
yeah, speaking of free shit, some cool t-shirts. This one we got at the Tick activation, and we got to custom make them, so that was cool. Mine says, "I detect the foul stench of villainy."
And mine says 20 24/7 champion of righteousness. This was literally the first activation we did when we got to Comic-Con.
Yeah, we got right off the trolley. And
Got
did
off the
this.
trolley, hit this. I'm
And-
not even exactly sure what we did. I mean, we went through the activation, but the part where we got the shirt, where we went through the looking for the stuff, I'm not sure what it was. It was a weird like
We
search.
looked through the stock. I mean, this was just we got to customize it. We did this before we even
Yeah.
entered the area.
Yeah.
And then we got the shirts after we got to either heroically escape from or succumb to an explosion.
Yeah,
And
I got blown up.
Yeah, I got blown up too. Chelsea was weird and
Can you hear me?
yeah.
So on the camera right next to you, we've got a YouTube chat room and we've got the Facebook chat room. So encourage people to chat with you. It's all now up and ready for you guys to go.
Oh yeah. So Facebook's on the right, YouTube on the left.
Hey,
Either way.
cool.
Yeah, so you guys, we're here, we're live. Chat with us, tell us about more stuff you'd like us to talk about. Complain that we got a bunch of free swag and you did not. Or say, hey, I got that too. All that fun stuff.
Jealousy is encouraged, so feel free to chime in.
Or if you can somehow create rivalries between us, if you make us hate each other, supposedly that makes for good TV. I don't know. So yeah, oh yeah.
Works on ABC.
Also got the tick hat, got my own antennae.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what, apparently the tick has different antenna positions for his different emotions or anything like that. I don't know.
Yeah. If you're familiar with the Tick Show, I wasn't really until we went there, but if he gets angry, it goes one way or the other. I don't know. It was cute.
One other thing we did on Wednesday, preview night, Game of Thrones. Awesome Game of Thrones activation.
Bam!
I will say, it took for frigging ever.
Hi, Lori.
There
Hi,
was
Lori.
a lot.
Sorry.
There was a lot of waiting around in the Game of Thrones activation.
And the weird thing is, we went for the press preview where we got to go in early and see all the stuff and get some stuff.
Yeah, we
but
got in line pretty quickly. Yes,
Game of
also
Thrones bag.
awesome tote bags.
Very awesome tote bag. Oh, my favorite Game of Thrones swag. I don't know if there are any pop collectors out there, but we got a pop from Funko of the Night King. And you know that this season of Game of Thrones is all about the White Walkers and stuff.
See if we can do like maybe a close-up on the...
Shit's gonna get real.
So yeah, if anyone knows me out there, I'm a huge pop collector. I have to limit my collection to villains, because if you don't limit your pop collection, you're gonna have 3 storage units full of them and no money. So I had to limit mine to villains. I was very, very excited to get one of these guys. We were actually scared we weren't gonna get them, because even though we were at the front of the line to get into the activation, they almost gave all of the swag away. But we fixed it, so yes.
You can't have this.
I'm,
Hi, Michael.
I don't need yours. Hey, Michael. Hey, guys, starting to talk with us.
Appreciate you guys showing up.
Yes.
What else we got? Ooh, one of my favorite activations. Gotta tell you, I think everybody who's seen my photos from Comic-Con knows this. Yeah, it's all about the Defenders. All about the Defenders.
Yeah, I'm coming back in for that. Yeah. It is all about the Defenders.
All about these beautiful men's and women
Yes.
doing there. Did I just say that out loud?
Men's and women's. Men's and women's.
women.
So highlight for Comic-Con, I believe for Trina and myself, is we both got to meet, we both met Luke Cage. I was like,
Mike
I think...
Coulter.
Yeah, I was like, and I think Trina just missed Finn Jones, but might have seen him.
He
But-
passed me.
Okay, I was like, but I got to meet Finn Jones. I got a photo with Finn Jones. Maybe I'll have Justin throw that up in a minute because it's super exciting. We can throw up Trina's Luke Cage, which Justin is the one helping us behind the camera. For those who
Hey.
don't know, if we
Thank
ever
you,
say
Justin.
anything about Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Awesome. Hey, Michael says, thanks for sharing your loot grabs. That's what we're here for.
Yes.
And thanks for watching the video, and feel free to share with your friends and let everybody know we're live. It's our first time doing this. We don't know what we're doing.
We're
Pretty
clueless.
much.
We're novices.
But yeah, this is how much I love the Defenders, though. I bought this at Comic-Con. It's an Iron Fist belt.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I love it.
That happened.
Can they see that well from that front of there?
I can see a little bit, and if not, it's fine. At the
If
top
not,
of my
oh
head was
well.
at least entertaining because I was chopped off up here, where you would like disappear into the ether.
Let's see. Chelsea showed me the wonder of those seatbelt buckle belts, so I also picked mine up.
Oh, here we
I
go.
got
Zoom in now.
a Deathstroke belt. I
Okay.
quite like it.
So yeah, and so here's my Iron Fist belt.
And I'm the loser without one, but that's fine.
That's-
Point and
It's
laugh,
fine.
everyone.
Judge.
You'll get you'll get one next year, maybe. I was hoping to find some Zelda belts, but they didn't have it. They had literally everything else: movies, all other types of video games. There was like 5,000 Pokemon belts, but no
needs
Zelda.
that? I don't
And
know.
Zelda's one of my favorite games, so. Arg, arg, arg.
Now, quick thing about the Defenders before we let them go, and I think some of my Facebook friends have seen this. There's that photo of me kind of hugging Mike Coulter.
Well, first there was a photo of you hugging a
The
cardboard. him.
cardboard Mike Coulter.
And it's important that that happened first,
Yes.
because
when we got to Comic-Con, we went to the Netflix activation for the Defenders. So there was this cardboard display of all the Defenders, all standing in a row. So went around and took photos with them, and I just happened to wrap my arms around the cardboard Mike Coulter, aka Luke Cage, and that's what you do. A day later, the Defenders are in one of the press rooms, the TV Guide press room over at the Hard Rock Cafe, and I walk into the room where they do hair and makeup, and he's just there in his, oh God, in his reality. And I'm not sure how it happened. All I know is I looked at him and I literally went like this.
that's
I
not
literally-
creepy at
that's
all.
not very
for a
professional
random girl
either.
to do that to a celebrity.
So I had to show him the photo of me holding the cardboard him, and I said, can we please recreate this photo? And he said, let's do it. So there you go.
Yeah, pretty much all the celebrities.
There's the photo of Chelsea and Iron Fist.
There you go. Pretty much all the celebrities we met, either in press rooms or on the streets or in a Nintendo Switch gaming lounge, were all like really nice. It's always nice to meet celebrities who aren't dicks.
And at Comic-Con, you probably can't afford to be a dick because everybody's there to see you anyway.
It's fair, but plenty of people still are. Alright, next we have the Orville. This was cool. There was an activation for this where you got to go in one of those gyroscope things that makes you try and, I don't know, it's like
the gravity thing?
yeah, they
Okay.
it's like they want you to puke, and they have like 2 minutes to do it, and if you don't puke, they're like, alright, good job, get off, next person, and they're excited because they have another 2 minutes to try and make you puke.
Did you fail to puke?
Me and Chelsea both failed to puke, and we disappointed them. But they were also doing a $25,000 giveaway for people who did the activation, or a chance to freeze yourself cryogenically, like actually freeze yourself.
Luke Cage alert. Ah, Sarah. This is what I'm talking about. She understands. Sarah understands.
There
Thank
you go. But yeah, so the Orville was offering to actually freeze one grand prize winner if they didn't want the $25,000 for some reason.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Until the date that the show begins in, which I think is like 400 years or something like that.
Okay. 25G. Thanks in advance.
Yeah, that. That's what I would choose. But if I don't win the money, I hope someone freezes themselves, because I would be a little spiteful that I didn't win the money. So, yeah.
But speaking of the cryogenics and weird genetic stuff, this was a really unique activation. We actually got our DNA tested. Thanks to My Heritage DNA. It was the...
I don't remember getting that box. What?
No, yeah. You said you could. They said you could keep the box if you wanted to. So I took it.
Okay.
They did not tell me that.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We got no box. It's even like a pretty box.
It's and it's got all the information about my Heritage DNA.
Oh,
So
me
what
and Chelsea
it is?
got no box.
You got gypped. It's the show The Gifted, and I don't know if you know about it. It's a new Marvel vehicle. It's about, more
X-Men universe.
X-Men people who are coming out of hiding or finding out that they're mutants. And the thing is, it's not illegal to be a mutant, but it's illegal to not get tested. So why you should get tested. So what is it? Warner Brothers, who's putting on the show.
Was a mutant?
Unfortunately, I was not a mutant. I came back not a mutant. But the cool
I
thing
was a
about
mutant.
this is that Warner Brothers is actually paying people to actually get genetically tested. So we sat down during the process and did cheek swabs, and they actually submitted it. In like 3 to 6 weeks, we'll get our results. So that's a real thing. And I
Yeah.
have no idea how much that costs, but damn.
That was really. Usually, I
Thanks
think
for
the
that.
ones I've looked at cost at least $80. Some of them more than that. So yeah, to just literally walk up to an activation, anyone could do it if you're at Comic-Con, and have this done for free,
Total free.
was really rad.
And I look forward to knowing where it is I actually come from. Probably, I don't know, Antarctica.
I don't know. Maybe shameless transition. You're a Viking.
The hell you say? That just happens to be one of my favorite shows. Oh my god.
Also,
and
any reason to bring up Vikings or anything with a Viking theme is just completely okay to shamelessly plug in anywhere.
anything, yes. That's one of my favorite shows. History Channel's Vikings. If you watch it, yay. If you don't, get on that. One of the activations we had, some of you folks may have seen this, but there was the official Viking funeral where they literally put a boat out into the harbor and set it on fire. Cast members were there, and part of the swag we got was a horn.
It's not just a horn.
And it's not just a horn; it's your drinking horn.
Yes.
That's what makes it important.
Vikings don't just have horns.
no.
They have drinking horns.
Yeah.
Maybe
so.
killing horns too. I don't know. They could improvise.
And look at that. If you go to a party and you want to get your drink on seriously and never lose your cup, you got a strap.
Everyone, I've had other drinking horns with the straps too, and they're awesome. Everyone just thinks it's to keep it close and convenient to you. Nobody figures out until they try and use one themselves, it's because you can't put it down. And if you're that drunk, you'll take a drink and think it's just... And then everybody hates you.
And nobody needs that.
Because you spilled an entire drinking horn's worth of fine Scotch whiskey, Shirley.
Or in my case, Pepsi. All over the place.
Oh,
all over the place.
I don't know if Vikings drink Pepsi.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think they drink fine Scotch either, but another thing I learned at Comic-Con as a first day noob is you don't need to bring any bags. Literally, I brought a little backpack with some snacks in it every day, but wherever you go, you will get handed bags.
And more bags.
All the bags. And inside this big bag
This is great.
is all the other bags, and this is not even half the bags that we were handed walking either on the street
Look at that.
or in the even fanny packs, sci-fi fanny pack. There you go.
Who needs that?
I know Chelsea, who's not here right now, in one of her favorite activations, I guess. It was in the exhibit hall. She's an Outlander nerd, obsessed with all things. So we went there, we got some cool shirts and an Outlander tote. Let's see, my own Game of Thrones tote. Dark Horse was doing really cool bags. I missed them the first day. Each day they did a different bag, and I missed the first one, which was Zelda, which was like, ah! But they had Hellboy.
Got that one.
What was the other ones? I forget the last day. American Gods,
I think I
which
didn't
was really
get that
cool.
one.
This was the set. Yeah, you had me get the last day's bag. What was that again?
That was the last one you got me was Hellboy.
Was Hellboy?
Yeah.
All right. And I have another one, but I forget what it was. Bags.
Bags, all the bags.
Bags, Square Enix bag. Other big round. Oh, this was the bag itself.
This is the Comic-Con bag I got. Arrow.
Yeah. I think like 3 out of the 4 of us winded up with an Arrow bag. It is pretty, at least. I also took 2 steps after they gave me my bag, and it broke. That was a fun introduction to Comic-Con, and then they threw a huge fuss in trying to get me another one.
So dramatic.
But at least I got 2 pins.
So dramatic.
All the bags came with
Which ones did you get?
pins.
What pins did you get?
Let me see, I have my badge. Also, yeah,
I
if
didn't
anyone
bring my badge.
wanted to see, this is what the Comic-Con badge looked like this year, and I have a few pins on it. So I got Green Arrow and the Flash pins.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got Supergirl.
There's Supergirl, there was 6 pins in total, I think, and everyone...
Everybody and their grandmother was trying to trade their ass off for the Wonder Woman pin. I never even saw it.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted the Wonder Woman pin.
Somebody told me the Wonder Woman pin was like 1 in 500 or something, where all the other ones seemed fairly common. But I saw people walking around offering people, like, starting an offer to... Oh, I didn't hear any of that, but...
It was there.
I wouldn't be that surprised.
There.
People are walking... It's Comic-Con. At any conventions, these, people are in skimpy costumes, so...
Do you, folks. Just do you.
Exactly, Sarah. Yes, Wonder Woman is pretty popular right now.
Kinda.
But to make her like such a rarer pin than the other ones, I saw people walking around with all 5 other pins trying to complete their correct collection and just being unable to steal that last one.
It's sad.
I'm also, I don't know if you can see it, I'm wearing some of my other pins, some other favorites. This was a pin they got you for it came with your Comic-Con bag, an exclusive San Diego Comic-Con. And these are also characters from my new, one of my new favorite board games. This is Waffles. And I forget this guy's name, but he's a Baron. He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex Baron. So more pins to add to my very new growing pin collection. And much sturdier, thank you for this bag, than the Comic-Con bags themselves is the Tick. Awesome, so we got this thing first thing we do. So in about half an hour of us getting off the trolley to Comic-Con, I think we have 4 bags.
So what do you do? By the way, the Tick debuts on Amazon on August 25th. So
Cool.
kind of on the fence about that, but it looks interesting, and they gave us free shit, so there you go.
Yeah, we were talking about the Tick right before we started the stream, actually. To me, it looked, I don't think I was going to watch it, but after seeing a little bit, after getting a little taste at Comic-Con, it seems just at that right level of cheesy that I think I'm going to give it a shot.
I'll report. You report back.
We'll see.
And let me know.
I'll report.
Okay. Oh, this is a weird one. This is a weird one.
What?
And this was when you guys went over to Petco for whatever party was going on over there. And since Chelsea knows me so well,
Fandom Fest for MTV's birthday.
MTV's Fandom Fest, and since Chelsea knows me well, and a few of you know me as well, yeah, I have a cape. The most important cape in the world. What does that say? Pepsi.
She likes Pepsi.
Pepsi. That's happening.
Like a bit too much.
Probably. But I say it's what's keeping me alive, but it's literally a cape, so I could, you know,
Put
this
it on.
is me.
Flourish your cape.
I am a Pepsi superhero. Don't be jealous. That happened. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chelsea.
Also other random bits of Comic-Con stuff. So
yeah.
many free... They call this a free sample, but this is a full book. Like, this is several hundreds of pages. So,
The whole book is like quite big.
Yeah. This is a bunch of samples of Star Wars stories. So there you go.
Star Wars stories, all of these comic books. There has to be a few comic books. It is Comic-Con. I know it's now become everything con, but you know, some comics still. Look at this fun bookmark. Let's see. What else? Oh, another. Here's something for you, Chelsea, for the Outlanders
Oh,
fans.
yeah, that's cool.
This really actually beautiful leather-bound flask for free from the Outlanders booth. It says Outlanders and stars, but a nice, sizable, good-feeling flask. Like, this is a keeper. Awesome.
I bet you could sell that on eBay for quite a bit, too. Not saying that you should, just saying that you could.
I'm sure I could, but I collect a lot of weird things, from dice to pops to decks of cards, and I have a growing exotic drinkware collection, including flasks and a bunch of like horn or wooden cups you get like at Ren Fair. So I'm definitely keeping that for my exotic drinkware collection.
Because that's a thing.
It's a thing because I'm doing it, and if no one else is doing it, then sorry for them. Sci-fi pins.
Sci-fi pins.
I don't know what else to say
Oh,
about it.
man. I didn't get these.
Uh-huh. Ooh, haha. Zelda
Zelda.
comics. I love Zelda.
And this is a thick one, too.
It is. That's pretty good. Let's see, what else? Just more random Comic-Con
Yeah,
stuff.
he bought all the stuffs.
Aliens.
What the hell is that? Oh, these are pins.
Those are,
Oh,
they
so-
look like pins and magnets. I'm not actually sure what they are.
Okay.
I got this free little baggie. I forget what it was.
Earbuds from someone.
Yeah, earbuds in a little pouch. We want it on a spinny wheel. You show up to one of the booths and they
yeah.
do a spinny wheel.
One random house.
I remember that.
I got Archer-themed shoelaces.
Love Archer. Jesus
Thank
Christ.
you.
I love Archer. It's so inappropriate.
That's the
It's
best
so
thing about
inappropriate.
adult cartoons. They're inappropriate. They have the license and the ability, without physical human actors, to do all of the ridiculous, just everything that's wrong.
And say everything you wish you could say.
Yes.
But-
See, we're in sync
yeah.
with the adult cartoon things.
we're there.
Chelsea
Not so much.
is awesome, but she's weird, and she doesn't like South Park and Rick and Morty and Archer, and just Shame.
We are judging you so hard right now.
Feel the judgment. Patches. I have no idea. Oh no, this was a fidget cube. These were on Kickstarter, and there was a huge uproar about them. I think pretty much this exact same one. I don't know if this is just made with lower quality, but it's got like all the things I remember seeing on Kickstarter, and people were spending like $60 getting these on Kickstarter, and then we just get handed one for free at Comic-Con, because that's what happens, so awesome.
A fidget what?
A fidget cube.
Just
It's like
stuff to do.
those fidget spinners that the world has become crazy about, which I also don't really understand that. Unpopular opinion,
This makes no
it's
sense.
the equivalent of doing nothing.
It makes no sense.
It's just to play around with, I guess.
Okay, because you have
Anyway,
nothing to do with
free
your
fidget
time.
cube. Yes.
You bought everything. Jesus
I brought everything.
Christ.
Rain, Comic-Con stuff. This is what happens. You come to Comic-Con and you get everything. And this is all for free. Like, we spent a little bit of money on some stuff, each just depending on what we want, but all this stuff, everything you've seen, we've been handed to for free.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, one of the best things.
Books.
Oh, so you just pulled on another book. I was about to pull on another book. Hey, this book is interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one of the books I got free. I came home with a shit ton of books. It's called Lost Boys by Christina Henry, and it's kind of an alternate tale, or alternate take on Captain Hook. It says the true story of Captain Hook. All children except one grow up. So, weird shit. That's one of the good things, like Penguin and Random House. Tons of books, tons of book signings. So many of them free. Who knew Comic-Con could be straight up educational? But his books are good.
The tag for it, all children except one
Yeah.
grow up, still sounds like it's talking about Peter Pan, though, not.
It's a thing. I'll have to let you know when I read it.
Alright, read it.
Mad Libs. I think we come home with these all the time from Comic-Con. There's always a Comic-Con version of Mad Libs. Kind of cool. I don't know if anybody plays Mad Libs. I do.
Fox was handing out. Oh, I got this because I was a mutant, actually. She wasn't a mutant. I was a mutant when I got my DNA tested. I escaped, though. The Sentinels didn't get me. And they were handing out flash drives for mutants. That was cool.
Be a mutant.
And I also went to a Crash Bandicoot panel. I did a write-up on that. That was a lot of fun. I'm really sad. It made me really sad I don't have a PlayStation 4, because then I can't relive the old glory days of old school Crash Bandicoot. That's like one of the weird characters in the game. He helps you out by making you invincible until you get hit once, and then you're normal again. But
I
yeah,
know
that's
nothing
fun.
of these things.
Cool keychain. What more stuff? The Orville shirt, the Tick shirt, that's all done.
Oh yeah,
A cute-
the phone case we'll never
the
use.
Tick phone case. I might use it at some
Oh,
point.
dude.
I don't know.
I
It's cute.
Wow.
I think it's cute. Fine.
You walk around with that
Bring me
coming
my
out your
judgment.
pocket, man.
I will confidently walk into a bar and order a drink and talk on a phone that has antenna on it.
Yeah, okay. Let us know how that goes.
It shows my confidence. It's like a guy wearing pink. You just know that he is completely...
Do that while wearing the Tick hat.
I would do again, at that point, if I've got this going, I just sort of have to go for it all. I'd get the shirt on, I'd get my antenna on. We actually, I don't know where it is, but in addition to the hat with the antenna, they gave us one of those, what do you call that?
The thing you put on your head that
Yeah.
has the antenna.
Band.
Yeah, a headband.
Sure.
You and your fancy language skills. A headband, so I could have the hat, the headband, and have 4 antenna up there, and the phone, and the shirt.
You just like
And
go
everyone
hard
knows-
or go home.
Everyone knows I'm the most confident man in the room at that point.
Or the craziest. It's fine line.
Can't they be one and the same usually?
It depends.
It's pretty easy to be confident if you're on a different plane of reality than everybody around you, I
It's
think.
2017. You can do you.
Yes, Michael understands me. Chick magnet.
Really, Michael?
Or
Seriously?
Chick magnet.
Boom.
See? Puns, there you go.
Hey, let's move along to the game and music.
Alright.
So, there you go. It's like, what do you want to do now? Just sweep this all off the table?
I didn't, but now I kind of want to do...
Exactly.
Aw,
You
missed one. You do it. I'm ashamed. Alright,
Gone.
Talk
Be
music.
gone with you.
what music stuff is in existence?
Nothing. There is nothing going on in the world of music. Music sucks. Oh,
That-
wait. I lie.
Damn.
Let's see.
Savage.
Okay, some of you, I don't know if you know, but some of you out there know. And yes,
Probably not. I probably
Michael,
don't.
my Pepsi cape was awesome. I have a Spotify playlist. It's called Music On, World Off, because that's the way music should be. Just kind of like takes all the crap away and makes you feel good in your place. So, every Friday I add 13 songs to my Spotify playlist. 13, they could be 13 brand new songs or just songs I think are cool. So if you're not following my Music On World Off playlist, you really should get on that. Do you use Spotify?
I've just started to use Spotify. Now I'm like however many years behind the game,
Yeah.
but I'm still learning it.
Okay. Well, I can be your very first playlist to follow.
I could do that.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So last Friday, and like I said, I try to add 13 songs every Friday. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Like the week of Comic-Con, didn't happen. Kind of busy. What can I say? But last Friday, I added 13 songs, some of which are, and I think you should know about. If you're Nothing But Thieves fans, they've got a new song out called Sorry. They're coming out with a new album eventually. They're that English band with the guy with the really operatic rock voice. Awesome. A guy that I know named Rabel, I think some of you might be familiar. He had this really big song called 11 Blocks. He just came out with a new song called The Village. And it's about, Rabel is gay, and he's like coming to terms with being it and being who he is. And this song called The Village, he wrote it back in January or February, which is timely because just shortly there came a certain tweet about transgenders not being allowed in the military, and the song is so on point. It's like he could have wrote it the day after that tweet happened. But it's a beautiful song, and it's about acceptance, and it's about love, and the chorus goes, there's something wrong with the village, not you. There's nothing wrong with you, there's something wrong with the village. So check out Rabel. The song is gorgeous. One thing a lot of you know is we are huge Imagine Dragons fans here at High Voltage, and someone just saw their very first Imagine Dragons show this year. Who would that be?
Yeah, I've always been an Imagine Dragons fan, sort of like movies and pretty much everything that is not a game in one way or another. I just know nothing about. But Imagine Dragons, I like them just to listen and to sing to and to exercise to. And Chelsea wanted to punch me in the face when she realized I liked them, and she like knows them and has known them forever. So I went to my first Imagine Dragons concert, and it was awesome. They have some stuff from their new album that they showed, and I also learned. I learned that they're great performers. I forget who's the lead singer's name?
Dan Reynolds.
Dan Reynolds, like he really plays the stage. He moves around. He's very energetic in addition to all the singing, which makes it even more impressive that he's not constantly out of breath. Because it's not like Britney Spears, who just does the dancing and can be out of breath because her voice is just coming over the speakers and she's not actually singing.
And
this
if you hear the raw mic feed from that girl, it's awful. The huffing, the puffing is pretty bad. But Dan's not Britney. Yay.
Yeah, so very impressive. I also learned how to like have a concert stance. Chelsea was like for the first 3 songs, Chelsea was in the photo pit grabbing photos, and I was saving our spot and didn't want us to be overtaken by fans. So I set up, I like grabbed the railing, I had my feet double wide, and had beer spilled on my ankles 4 or 5 different times.
But
which
you
is always
persevered.
fun. I persevered, and I saved our spots, and it was good.
Yeah, that was the show in June at the Belasco. I think it was the Belasco.
Sounds familiar?
Okay.
Yes.
So right before the album came out, which by the way, newsflash, their new album Evolve just certified gold. Congratulations, boys. We
Very
love
nice.
you. We love you. Kind of love that album. Digging it. So glad you enjoyed your first Imagine Dragons show.
Very much so.
Yeah. What else is going on music? Oh, if there are any Queens of the Stone Age fans out there, you may have gotten, yes, Tilly, Trina's band, ID. You may have gotten the memo that Queens of the Stone Age just canceled another show. They were about to play Outside Lands due to an injury, and we don't know what that's all about. And they recently canceled their Santa Barbara show. So, Queens of the Stone Age, they got a new album coming out later this month called Villains. And if you're a Queens of the Stone Age fans like I am, and I know Sarah is, and shit ton of my friends are. Send some good thoughts to those guys so they can get back on the road. Number one, they can feel better. Oh, Josh hurt his knee. Ouch. Ooh, that's not good. Sarah, thank you. Because he needs those knees. Because one of my favorite things about Queens of the Stone Age is the lead singer, Josh Homme. He's got very soft hips. I swear to God, for a dude, he is so...
Maybe that's why. Was he too soft in the hips?
He might have been. He might have been swaying.
Bend a knee in an odd
something.
direction.
Yeah. I don't know. Bless his heart. But he's got very soft hips when he plays. And he's entertaining to watch, but he's so good. So get well, Josh. So you guys can get back on the road and make some more music and see you on tour. Because I wanted to see that show.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that.
Another one of the surprisingly few concerts I've ever been to or seen. Or I've been to 2 years. My roommate's obsessed with the Dave Matthews Band. He's followed them. He's been to like 80 plus of their concerts. And I definitely enjoy some of their music, but I usually go with him up to the Gorge. I've been twice, which is a really cool venue up in Washington. Beautiful outdoor venue, but it's fun for me to just camp out. We play drinking games, lawn games all day, and then go see a concert every night for 3 nights. And he's another like performer. I'm not... Everyone says you either like really, really love Dave Matthews or you really, really hate him. I'm in the middle. I can enjoy his stuff, but I'm nowhere near as obsessed with everyone else is. But like watching him perform and move on stage is pretty cool.
I used to work with a guy who was pretty much just like your roommate. He's got a Dave Matthews tattoo. He texts me every time.
Like the fire dancer? Or?
It's the fire dancer.
It is a fire dancer.
Right
okay.
there. And yeah, he's probably been to just as many, if not more shows. He's just...
We could always tell we were getting close to the venue because on the back of every single car at one point in Washington is a fire dancer sticker. So.
God bless. You gotta love who you love. What else is there? I don't even know who you listen to. What do you listen to?
I listen to a bunch of weird stuff. I've done a lot of musical theater in my life and I love to sing, so a decent amount of the music I listen to is random stuff to sing, not things that most people would listen to, like... I was going to say in a car, but actually people do a decent amount of singing in the car. Not in like a group. But so musicals, Imagine Dragons, and then most of my other stuff is, I'm also a Krav Maga instructor, so I have playlists at the gym for when I teach bag classes and Krav classes, so it's a lot of exercisey stuff, heavy metal. Some Foo Fighters, yeah. Some Machine Head, some System of a Down, some Eminem.
I see a pattern.
Strange
aggro music.
Yeah. But strangely enough, I also like exercising to like oddly sad music sometimes. I find it gives me power somehow. Like Evanescence, she's also she's got some heavier stuff, but I don't know what it is about certain types of sad music that just make me want to.
Makes you channel the pain so you can. Hit that bag.
It's something like that, yeah. But I have very strange
I made that up.
tastes in music. And I let my friends, now it's easy because I have a bunch of friends in music all the time, but I always sat back and let my friends tell me about what to listen to. I'm very bad at discovering music.
Unlike my friends, they're very good at it, aren't you?
However bad you think I am at discovering music, you just don't even know.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yes.
And that's why you're going to follow my Spotify playlist. Music on, world off. Check it out.
Yeah. Follow her playlist. She's the music girl. And if you care about games, that's where I come in.
This dude.
So let's see. I do a bunch of stuff with games. I've been gaming my whole life. Like I already talked about Zelda being one of my favorite games. We threw back to Crash Bandicoot. For some reason, the games I've been playing now, Orcs Must Die, has been one of my favorite games recently. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially the perfect marrying of a third-person shooter and a tower defense game. Plus jibs, orcs dying and body parts flying everywhere.
Oh, family friendly.
It is, though. It's not even in a grotesque way. It's in a cartoony way. Somehow they make everything work. And it's really cool. I also do a lot of tabletop stuff.
Have you ever seen Across the Universe? Ooh, I guess let's throw back to your singing.
Across the Universe singing. Yes, Across the Universe.
Oh, good one.
In addition to that, Chelsea's
here.
But yes, in addition to Across the Universe, I'm also a huge Eddie Izzard fan, just for his ow.
That wasn't awkward
stepped
at
on
all.
your foot too. I'm sorry. Hey, don't mess up my hair. I just got my hair did.
Got a hair did, people.
hair-
Got her. Well, I don't.
So did I.
I did.
All of Trina's hers.
I showered and toweled off my hair. So ha ha ha, being a guy.
We could
I
hit
mean,
you.
she can do it better than you.
really
She's
hit
got
you.
less hair than you do.
So why did you do your hair?
Wish that was a joke.
Was it? I don't know things. Women and their weird rituals.
Oh my God.
I don't
Haircuts are
know
original.
these things. If you have next to no hair and still require,
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know these
Well,
things.
for future reference, I get my hair cut every 2 to 3 weeks.
If you were
number
s-
one blade.
If a random woman I don't know, or even one I do know apparently, comes
Why
up
does
to
it
me,
look like I'm green screen
and
on this video between
know.
y'all?
I don't know.
know.
Ah,
Okay.
good times. All right.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
moving on to tabletop.
You get credit for honesty.
So we do a bunch
Thank you,
of
Sarah.
tabletop stuff as well. I've backed hundreds at this point, I think, of Kickstarters. And we started to do unboxing videos, which if you don't know and haven't checked out, come check them out. So today
on
I'm actually...
YouTube, High Voltage's YouTube channel. We do all sorts of cool stuff, including we have our own game that we play with actors and musicians. I was like, so you can
Yes.
see these two hosts and Zach, who's not here today, with various people like Tom Ellis. And, you know, maybe one day we'll finally get Imagine Dragons to play the game. We're working on it.
Yeah.
They're going to be our, what is it, Matt Damon of, of Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Maybe next time,
Thanks,
guys.
Matt Dragons. We'll see
Yeah.
you next time.
But
Hi,
so-
Tilly. So, all right, so today we're going to unbox
So this is a
Ghost
game.
Love Candy.
Steve Jackson Games, Ghost Love Candy. So this is essentially what we do. There's a bit of a glare. I'm going to try and...
It'll de-glare once you take the wrap off.
Alright, cool. Okay, so wrap her off. We get games and we show people what's in the box because people are obsessed online with watching videos on...
Or if you're like me, like sometimes I look at games at Target and I'm like, if I knew what the pieces and the stuff inside look like, I might buy it, but I haven't played the game and then I get unsure and I go home without any game. And so now you can see what's inside it.
That's the general idea, yeah. If you are wanting to know about the... Like, I've bought games before that I'm really excited about, and then I open the box and I see the quality of the components, and I instantly just don't even want to play the game anymore. It's so sad component-wise. So we unbox stuff. Ghost Love Candy.
Ghost Love Candy.
Huzzah!
If there's no candy in here, I'm just
I'm
piece of shit.
pretty sure there's no edible candy in here.
Well, that's rude.
Well then, table flip! No. So, like every game, comes with instructions. These instructions are just one page, so that's nice.
Which Steve Jackson tends to do that. If you don't know, Steve Jackson Games is also the creator of Munchkin.
Everyone
and all
knows
of the
Munchkin.
Munchkin expansions also have instructions that are that kind of foldable.
Renee just said this is cool. You are not old, and not much
I
impresses
am
her.
old.
You are not
are
old.
Renee, I don't know you, but are you calling her a liar?
I am calling her a liar in that respect.
I'm
Are you
sorry,
older than Renee?
She's not usually this
No.
rude.
But Renee is in Utah, and that woman is a doctor, so there's no way she's old.
That's cool, but I believe you, Renee. I take your word
Because
for
she
it.
can't do what you do and be old. So there's no logic to what I'm saying. I'm just saying thank you, and I appreciate what you do, especially the watching part.
Yeah, and thanks for saying that this is really cool because we're hoping that we're entertaining y'all. We'd like
Yes.
to make you laugh, maybe teach you something, and share all of our cool times. I think he wants to talk now.
I was just trying. Getting back to the game so we don't get too off track. So this is a really simple one. The entire game is just
Really?
two
That's
decks of cards. There's one deck of almost
Baby
half.
cards.
Yeah, baby cards. They're not quite half cards. They're a little bit larger than that. But these are the candy cards.
There you go, Trina. You got candy.
Different types of candy. Everyone hates these.
I love those.
They're
Peppermints?
They're peppermints. I even like peppermint stuff. Like I love York patties.
Oh, I do too.
I never ever had one.
But this
We'll
is
fix
like
that.
this is like
I don't
restaurant
think I can
fodder
help them,
used
though.
to clear your breath. This isn't something you want to get on Halloween. Tootsie Pops. Hopefully there's chocolate in the middle.
Oh.
Or are they Dum Dums?
sorry.
Was that a good or a bad?
No, it was good.
Nostalgic.
Okay,
Yeah.
it
no,
sounded
for me
bad.
it was a O because I couldn't tell what the hell it was, and then I saw it in the image.
Candy corn,
Oh, candy corn
which
was
you
my
either
favorite.
love or the hate. I think it's bomb.
I love candy
I love
corn.
Never put them in the freezer if you like teeth.
That's 3 for candy corn over here. How about y'all in the chat room? Who likes candy corn?
Yeah, thumbs up for good candy corn.
Well, I mean, we won't see their thumbs up.
Just
Candy corn
a
is just a
tease.
tease.
Not if you have like 7 cartloads of them.
This is true.
Then it's just...
Nauseous.
This is candy cards are just a tease.
Oh, candy cards are... Sorry, I misread you.
Yes,
That's making us...
Gummy bears!
Gummy bears. I wish they had
Okay.
all the colors
I'm
and
getting
not
hungry now.
just green. But yeah, gummy bears are awesome. Especially, I love
Looks
the
like Renee doesn't like candy corn.
sour gummy bears. The
Tilly,
best.
all the candy corn. That's
And
right.
sour Skittles was my jam when I was a kid. I used to get, whenever I'd go to a movie, the big bag of sour Skittles, so by the end of the movie, I had no layers of skin left on my mouth.
The women want you to talk about the chocolate.
Apparently, women like chocolate.
The hell you say?
This is a, this is a thing.
Oh my god, I knew that was going to be in it.
Oh,
For some
what's
reason,
the
I
other
knew
one?
it.
Black
I
licorice.
knew it.
What?
I like black licorice.
That's disgusting.
Unpopular opinion. I like black
Blech.
licorice.
I don't even know this game, and I just knew there was going to be black licorice in there.
Because of that, I also like Jaeger and absinthe. They taste like black licorice with alcohol. More unpopular opinions. Although,
It would be fun to play this after going to the convenience store and stocking up on real candy.
Actually-
oh, we could trade the candy cards for actual candy.
no, say, there
that'll
are
work?
plenty of games that involve your characters like, what's that big one? Red Dragon Inn is easy to turn into an actual drinking game because you play characters who are drinking.
Drinking,
You
yeah.
could play that, you could do like this with candy, where every time you get a candy, you have to actually eat
What's
the
in this
candy.
deck?
And it could be fun, or it could be literally a stomach marathon.
Okay, I think you need to defriend some of these people, Trina, that like black licorice.
Oh, Matt.
My man Michael, though. You and me, buddy.
and
Michael.
Sarah too.
With the
Sarah.
black licorice. Sarah, I missed you. Yes! My
am-
people blacking it. We're
And I'm
so...
breaking up with you.
We're so... They're so hard.
Live
so
breakups
judgmental.
right here on High Voltage, guys.
Swiping left on you
Yeah.
guys.
Alright, so these bigger normal size cards now, they've got a few different card
Colors.
back
What's on the other side?
types.
It's a rainbow. This game is about pride.
I think these are like each player gets a color and you're that ghost. Like there's this winky ghost who somehow was able to retain lipstick in the afterlife.
Well, they all have numbers.
There's
There's Ruby and Buster.
Buster.
Buster's got one of the, what are those cats
1
called?
through
Little
9.
spinny cap things.
Spin wheel.
The helicopter cap thing.
I don't know, doesn't like Urkel have one or...
Yes.
Urkel had
hat.
one?
Urkel's hat. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Really.
But yeah, each
Joy? That doesn't look like Joy.
each different types of ghosts. This one is Sparkle.
Sarah says, don't leave me, Trina.
No. Number 1 through 9 on all of them.
We can still be
Mick
friends.
Spooky. And
Mick
he looks
Spooky.
a little Scottish.
Oh, that's cute.
I like McSpooky.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I would play him and I'd give him a brood.
Oh, and it looks like reference cards of what all the candy is
And then
worth.
all of the kids, so you can actually haunt
But they're all
kids.
different.
Because you're a ghost, so you can't actually collect candy yourselves. No one's going to give you candy, but they give to the kids, and then you steal it from the kids.
Unfortunately, we're
Ah,
making
stealing from children.
Tilly
yes.
hungry. Sorry about that, Tilly.
Hopefully,
made me
this
hungry.
game will make stealing candy from kids,
Oh, Michael
Slightly
might start
difficult.
crying soon.
because...
Poor heart can't take it, Trina.
I will swipe right on you
Toppington,
now, Michael.
I like this guy too. Oh, I don't know if I like this guy or
Oh,
McSpooky.
He's our Monopoly guy.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's the death of the Monopoly guy, which sadly, after Monopoly's recent release of their what's that
Super
called?
Mario
Super
one?
Mario
Have a
version,
level tomorrow?
Yeah, they just
everyone
don't-
is giving them so much flack for
Even
that.
Trina doesn't even know about it, and she just said no.
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 They're getting a lot of flack thrown at their faces for that, but I don't know.
Give me
So
the
yeah,
star pillow.
that's what we do. We unbox games. This one was nice and simple. It's just 2 decks of cards.
Super Mario.
Super Mario. Collect the stars. Start.
Ding 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 ding.
Really?
Ding,
I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this.
Wait, alright, now I have to do it myself. Let's see how it goes. Down the pipe.
Except we've got the overhead camera on, so we can see.
No! Damn it!
Isn't this some professional shit happening
So.
here? Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we've been live for almost an hour now,
How'd that happen?
which these two were worried that they couldn't even do 20 minutes.
No idea.
So we're gonna wrap things up here. Thank you so much for tuning in to High Voltage's first live stream.
First.
We're gonna do more stuff like this, possibly weekly for the live stream, or maybe we'll just record videos and properly edit them and put them on YouTube. We haven't decided. You can let us know in a comment though, and
Yeah, what do you guys want?
let us know. Also, if you
Apart from
like what we're
candy.
doing,
It's very clear that you guys want candy.
if you guys like what we're doing, we have a Patreon campaign, and you can help support us monthly so that we can create more things like this, more games with actors and musicians, more interviews on the website, things like that. I was like, we would love your support. We're giving you cool things for it. You know, you can enter the raffles to get autographed goods or exclusive Comic-Con stuff that we are willing to part with. Maybe I might have to pry it out of somebody's cold dead hands. And you know, we do what we do for you guys.
For you.
Yeah.
It's all about you.
And if you are a board game fan and you're in the Los Angeles or Orange County area, we have a monthly game night. So players want it. It's a monthly game night right here at Meltdown Comics, which is actually where we are today doing this live stream. So last Tuesday of the month at Meltdown Comics in Los Angeles, and starting in September, we are going to have an Orange County night in Irvine, and we'll have more details about that real soon.
Crossing behind the orange curtain. For games. So we're doing that for you.
Yes.
For you.
We are making that drive because we want to play games with you guys. So please come play games with us. I have far too many of these. I need you guys to help me play them.
So hey, I had a good time. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
Sweet.
Hey, look also one thing I got. Inhumans water. I don't
Apparently
know why
we're
that's
actually
important.
supporting branded water here on High Voltage from Marvel's Inhumans.
Marvels and Humans, because I'm a Marvel fan. I love all things Marvel.
Mine's bigger.
It's always about
guy thing to
size.
say.
And I have two.
Right.
So.
But hey,
Fiji
Michael,
and Arrowhead.
Tilly,
All right.
Sarah, Renee,
and everybody watching on Periscope, the people watching on YouTube right now, we're all over the map. We're all of the love. Thank you so much.
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys soon.
Oh, do me a favor, Tilly. Somebody get on Twitter and like tweet Imagine Dragons and tell them to get their butts in here.
Yeah, start that
Do
petition.
that. Start that campaign.
We'll see you next time, Imagine Dragons.
Right?
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, my arm's off. Bye. Ah!
Now you can. I was gonna say now you can slide down.
Are we out?
Do we still exist?
Now we're
I
out.
think we're out.
All right. Hey.
Oh.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
I've created such a mess.
Yeah, you clean that shit up. You do that.
It was worth it. Hopefully they enjoyed.
See, you guys were worried he couldn't even do 20 minutes. Half an hour in, Justin was like, so it's half an hour now, and they're still talking about Comic-Con. Sorry. Somehow these ended up all over here.
He's
Just,
threw
you
them
know,
at somebody. on the
Collateral.
screen.
Oh yeah, I threw them at you because you don't like adult cartoons.
Oh,
that's
I was listening to you say.
For shame. But yeah, especially since we seem to share that taste very much. Go watch yourself some Rick and Morty. Greatly
Watch,
enjoy
what are
it.
you telling me to watch?
Rick and
So
Morty.
she's never seen Rick and Morty, but she likes.
I keep hearing people talk about Rick and Morty, and it's like.
Although you do like South Park, so I
And
don't.
she likes
and I like
Archer.
Archer.
Yeah.
So you're gonna like Rick and Morty.
I just can't invest in a new show.
Yes, you can. It's only 2 seasons right now, and 2 episodes of a third. It's not like Supernatural.
They're yeah, they say, and they're quick, just half an hour episodes. It's like not even.
That's not Hulu. I need shows I can watch in bed.
Rick and Morty is what it is. Rick and Morty.
No, I don't have Hulu.
Oh, that makes it work. You can also watch it on. There's going online to adultswim.com.
Well, how bad did that suck for you?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. It is a little hot in here, though.
It is
I'm
hot.
guessing that's for like. It's really hot in here.
Like doing this weekly, I don't know, for like a whole hour.
Oh, weekly, monthly, I could do.
All of
weekly, I don't know
Comic-Con
about
to
that.
talk about that.
It would just be a good, well, for me, it would just be weekly games, you know. And then
This is so
kind
close
of
for you.
interviewing with shows. Interviewing with shows.
This is interfering with my game time. I could be playing video games. Ugh.
Nothing's neon. Where is it? Oh, now I feel it.
and because it was all live streams, it's all automatically archived everywhere, so we don't have to download a file or anything. And if we want to download it, we can get it off of YouTube or whatever. So that's cool.
Cool. Are you happy with it?
Yeah. You guys were having fun. I liked even in the music that Trina was including you. I told Justin, how about doing 3 p.m. on Tuesdays? That was the idea we talked about. He said, yeah, let's do it.